What's the vibes? Top of the morning, top of the afternoon, top of the evening, whenever this video may find you. I'm Dream. Sub to the channel, like the video, comment on the video, share the video. Let me know what y'all on, what y'all think gonna happen tonight. I think the NBA season come to an end tonight, and kind of hope it happens. To be honest with you, I ain't trying to drag this out. So yeah, let me know what y'all think gonna happen. I appreciate y'all rocking with me. Got a lot of things coming this summer for the channel, and next season we really gonna blast off. So shout out to the day ones, man. We've been cashing. I forgot to do something, but I'm gonna put it on the timeline. Overall record for the playoffs. I know we killing. I mean, we up at least 20 units. At least. I mean, knock on wood. Maybe I had a ghost 0-18 day in there or something. I'm joking. But I don't know, man. So we just gonna try and keep it up. So appreciate y'all rocking with me. If I didn't already say it, I'm Dream. Follow me on Twitter, Mr. Dreamy1, the number one. Definitely gonna have a couple lays that I put on the timeline. A DK stepped up lay and maybe something else. So the way we're gonna do this show, I love this show. I got a lot to say today. We're gonna make sure it ain't too long, but I got a lot to say today. Got a lot of plays today. And I'm just give y'all my idea how it works. I'm gonna give y'all my rationale behind everything without talking y'all ear off. So first, how I see the game going. I think Denver's gonna end up winning by double digits at the end of the day. I think the Heat are gonna come out tough. I think the Heat are gonna come out, it's Heat culture. They're gonna come out tough and determined and focused, and they ain't gonna be trying to go for nothing. But at the end of the day, Denver been waiting so long for this title. The crowd gonna be so crazy. Add that to the fact that Denver hadn't lost at home in 3 months, and they lost their last home game to Miami. Nah, I think they're gonna come out and go crazy. Plus, just their ceiling is so much higher than Miami's at this point. Miami already had their game where they shot 50% on like 35 attempts from three. Like, Denver ain't have none of that yet, and they got a great offensive rating, and they have not had a game where it's like, damn, Michael Porter Jr. got this, Jokic triple double, Jamal Murray got 27, KCP with 3. Like, they ain't even had that game yet. So yeah, I think Denver's going take care of business tonight. I'm not on the spread, but we on them a couple other ways. And as far as the total, my heart wanted to take the under, but my brain is telling me don't touch it, so I'm not touching it, man. Tonight, a lot of things could happen, and we'll get to Duncan Robinson, who is real suspect that FanDuel ain't list his props. It's crazy how they list like 10-player props the night after the game, and then the rest of them 2 nights after the game. But we just waiting on Duncan Robinson. Literally every player. Christian Braun is listed, not Duncan Robinson. So y'all know the vibes with Duncan tonight. He's definitely gonna get elevated minutes. We will be on him, but the Heat could just go balls to the wall, play Duncan Robinson, start Duncan Robinson, or just give him elevated minutes, which is going to probably speed up the pace. But most importantly, it's going to turn him into a cone. It's going to make Denver attack. That's why Bruce Brown had a dub last game. He just attacked Duncan Robinson in the fourth quarter, just attacked him. So yeah, if the Heat, they could come out and just say, look, we're going to shoot a bunch of threes. That's what we doing. Or they can do what they've been doing all series, try to muck the game up, slow it down, play physical, press in the backcourt, go zone, do all these things to just try to keep it close and hit some threes. But that ain't been working 4 games in. So why would you not, as a coach, just say, you know what, forget it. Boys, go shoot that thing tonight. Who knows? That's why I ain't playing the total. So that's how I feel about the game. Denver, don't ask me about the total. I just gave y'all my ideas, so y'all can go off that what y'all want. Into these straights, man, we got 7 straight bets. Ow. 7 straight bets. But the caveat, these are going to be all half-unit plays. We is not giving the profit back. I just talked about how good of a playoff we are having. We got futures looking amazing for a full unit. I'm not giving them back, but I'm also not, I just can't, I'm a high volume bettor. I cannot ignore what I think are edges. I ignore edges as it is, and I'm learning to be more disciplined, but stuff like this, that's why a few of these are going to be like 2-teamers, because I like them in straight bets, but I ain't want to I try to say, okay, I'm going to do it a little safer. All right. So we got 7 straight bets. They all going to be half units. I might have a live play. I doubt it. And we got the normal amount of blunt money bets, not too crazy, probably a little less than we normally would have, because yeah, or about the same. So I'm gonna run through these straights pretty quick, man. The analysis is short. It's gonna be like after the analysis, I feel like y'all gonna be like, well, dang, I could see why he felt like playing them. Again, half unit plays, not full unit. First up, KCP and Jamal Murray each to have a steal. We cashed the first 3 games of the series, I believe, or the first 2 games, something like that. But we stopped after it didn't cash. You know what I'm saying? So what is this, game 5? So yeah, either way it goes, I think we cashed twice, didn't cash once, and then it cashed again in the game. I didn't play it at all. So I love it. KCP has had a steal in 15 to 19 games this playoff. Jamal Murray has had a steal in 16 to 19 games this playoff. They're literally one KCP steal away from them covering this every game this playoff, as I just said. And KCP had 3 steals last game. So mea culpa for him messing up the streak. So that's plus 100 on DraftKings now. It was minus 115 when we was playing it. Now it's plus 100 on DraftKings. So we are on that. Jamal Murray and KCP, that's Kentavious Caldwell-Pope, to each have 1 steal, plus 100 DraftKings. Next, we going back to the row. Back to the well. Bam Adebayo, my boy Bruce and my cousin Rel. I be trying, man. I cannot pronounce this dude's name. I be having trouble spelling it, but it's Bam. Bam and Jimmy PRA. We gonna parlay them both together. We gonna do Jimmy to have 35 PRA and Bam to have 30 PRA. And this is minus 115 at DraftKings. So it hit for us last game. I thought it was a great bet because it was a must-win game, and I figured both of them would play more than 40 minutes, 43, 44, maybe even 48 minutes, and that's what happened. So I think the same thing's going to happen. It's a must-win game. You on the road. The only thing that's going to stop this from happening is a blowout, in my opinion. They letting Jimmy shoot. Bam's covered this number, points, rebounds, and assists, this 30, every game in the series. So I believe he's covered it with just points and rebounds every game in the series, not even needing the assists. So that's a pretty safe leg. And then Jimmy, like I said, I don't expect him to have 30 or 40 tonight, but I expect him to get some rebounds, make some passes, and be aggressive and get 20-plus shots up. So love both of those legs. That's minus 115 on DraftKings. That's the vibes, man. Next, my guy, Caleb Martin, 4 rebounds, and we're going to parlay that with the Denver money line. That's minus 114 at FanDuel. So Caleb, is simple with him, man. He's had 4 rebounds, 4 or more rebounds in 10 of his last 12 games, and 3 or 4 games this round of the playoffs, in the finals. I'm tripping, this round of the playoffs, in the finals. So we expect him to get increased minutes. If you look last game, he had 33 minutes. The only game he didn't hit it this series, I believe, is when he had under 30 minutes or maybe even under 25 minutes. So we love Caleb. A lot of people have been betting his rebounds, points, rebounds. We was on points, rebounds at a time, but we've just been on his rebounds lately. And I love that. That's a great parlay leg. Hence, we putting that with the Denver money line. And I'll explain why I like Denver money line, you know. So that is on FanDuel for minus 114. Again, Caleb, 4 rebounds, Denver money line. Caleb has had 4 rebounds, 3 or 4 games in the finals. 10 of his last 12 playoff games. Next, Kyle Lowry to have 4 assists, and Denver team total over 100.5. Minus 120, DraftKings. So this is mostly a minutes play. If you look, Kyle Lowry he had 33 minutes last game. The way Spoelstra is, he's more adept unless Lowry is playing terrible. He's going to go down with his vets. He is going to play Lowry. And Gabe Vincent has been struggling. So Gabe could come out and shoot the lights out. But Gabe has been struggling, and you put Lowry in there. Lowry has actually been playing well. He's had 4 assists in 3 or 4 games this series, and 4 of his last 5 games overall. And as far as this team total for Denver, they've gone they've scored 101 points or more every game this series. So out of all these plays, this is probably the least data-driven one. Mostly eye test / I think he's going to play 30 minutes, so why wouldn't he have 4 assists play? But I love it all the same. So half unit on that. Lowry 4 assists. Denver team total over 100.5. It's minus 120 on DraftKings. These next ones is just straight bets, all right? So I ain't got to do too much, all right? KCP over 2.5 rebounds, -148. FanDuel, simple, over at his last 7 games and over 8 of his last 10. So we just gonna move on. Next, Jimmy, under 1.5 steals, -160 on Caesars. He's under this number every single game in this series, which is crazy for Jimmy Butler and just speaks to him being injured. I was telling my cousin, like, man, he love the Heat. I mean, he been on the Heat since Lonzo Mourning, like D-Wade rookie year Heat. And I'm like, yo, Jimmy, he ain't right, bro. I don't know what it is. Ain't gonna give him no excuse. We don't do that. And he ain't gonna do that himself. But you can just look, he ain't right, man. So that speaks to him not having, I don't think he has a steal. He got no steals in 3 straight games. I know that. And he's got 3 blocks this series and 1 steal total in the entire NBA Finals, Jimmy Butler. So something not right. Now, obviously, I'm talking this and he might have 6 steals a night. Who knows? That's why these are half-unit plays, boys and girls. But Jimmy Butler, under 1.5 steals. It's on Caesars -161 and MGM -160. I got it at MGM. And again, he's under 2 steals every single game in the series. 3 straight games with no steals at all. And the last straight bet, love it. Duncan Robinson, over 1.5 threes, -140 on DraftKings. I mean, we've been waiting to get a ladder. When that ladder dropped, like the new album, we copping it. Gonna play him up to 4. And shout out to Duncan, because we want him to have a big game regardless, because we got him plus 6,600 to lead the series in threes. Ow. So I ain't really update that, but I did it in the prior video that I dropped this weekend on Saturday. So check that out. But I feel like he 3 threes behind Jamal Murray, something like that. And we know Duncan can have 4 or 5 in the game, and Jamal Murray can have 1 or 2. We still winning on the tie. So back to this bet. Duncan Robinson over 1.5 threes, -140 DraftKings. He's over this. 6 of his last 7 games. 8 of his, last 10 playoff games as well. Increased minutes. Not only increased minutes, but most of the series last game. Why? Because Max Strus has been awful. Shout out to Max Strus, undrafted player, probably going to get that bag just like Gabe Vincent, but it is what it is. He's had 1 good quarter this entire finals. Actually, it was a great quarter. I think he hit 3 threes. And then he did us dirty because he ain't cashed us out on the 15 points or whatever we had him with, because he no-showed the second half. But yeah, his minutes have been going down. Everybody in the Heat Nation is begging for Duncan Robinson to start. That's why FanDuel has not put his line up yet. Now DraftKings put him up, MGM put him up, I think Caesars put him up, but y'all know they not gonna have the ladders. You know, FanDuel gonna have the 15 points. They're gonna have the 4 threes. They're gonna have the juicy plus 600, plus 700s that you might want to play. The highest that you're going to get on DraftKings right now is like 12 points plus 250, which ain't bad. 3 threes, maybe plus 250, or 220, not bad. But I'm not about to, that's not a blunt money bet for me. So we're going to see what his line go to. But just for this straight bet, over 1.5, -140. I wanted to wait to see if I could get a better number with PointsBet or with FanDuel for the sake of the video, but I mean, I've been waiting for 3.5 days, so I'm cool. We just gonna take what we can take and eat the juice. Go ahead and cash him to hit 2 threes, and like I said, 6 of the last 7, 8 of the last 10 this playoff, and I expect him to get 30 minutes. Why would he not? He got 33 minutes last game, and he always closes the game fourth quarter, and he plays in a blowout as well. Love that. So Jamal, if it's a blowout and Jamal Murray don't play the fourth, guess who's gonna be in that fourth quarter jacking up threes? All right, so let's get busy with Duncan tonight. Blunt money bets. All right, again, still no Duncan. Waiting on FanDuel. But yeah, the Joker is so funny, yo. I find it funny, like old heads, like NBA players and NBA writers that's like in their mid-40s, and I don't want to call them old heads because I'm about to be 40 in a few years myself, but like basically people in their, like, I think probably Zach Lowe and them guys probably in their early 50s, who knows. But even like Jalen Rose, who probably in his early 50s, mid 50s, I don't know. But yeah, like they call him the Joker. Like all the old, like James Worth, they call him the Joker. we just call him Joker. So I don't even know if his name is the Joker or it's just Joker. Who knows? But yeah, the Joker. If you want to hedge, we got Jamal Murray at plus 700. So if you want to hedge on the Joker, go ahead and get him at plus 1300 on FanDuel to lead the series in assists. Could happen. I believe Jamal Murray is up like 8 or 9 assists, between 7 and 9 assists. And we got him at plus 700 when he was leading by 2 assists. And I think him and Jokic had the same amount. And then he went out and had 12, and Jokic had, so he might have 10 more than Jokic at this point. I'm not sure. Either way it goes, Nikola Jokic can have 14, 15, 16 assists, and Jamal Murray can have 3 or 4 assists. So if you took that plus 700 with us, I would advise you to just blunt money bet, plus 1300 on FanDuel. Can't hurt. Them the only 2 that's going to win. So we guaranteed money regardless. And I'm not about to mess around, Joker, have a 20-20-20 game out here and we be sick. You know what I'm saying? So now, let's just be sitting pretty. We got our plus 700 over here with blunt money. We got a little less blunt money over here with the plus 1300 on FanDuel. It's also on DraftKings plus 1100. So those are just, small blunt money bets. But again, I would only take the Joker personally if you took the Jamal Murray. All right. So, 1, 2, 3, 4 blunt money bet parlays. And I'll give a bonus one out. That's actually personal. I got a couple. I'll give out it's the last day. I'll probably give out a few more. All right, so boom. Bruce Brown, Caleb Martin, Kevin Love, all to have 4 rebounds. Aaron Gordon to have 6 rebounds. KCP over 2.5 rebounds. That's plus 900. We did a variation of this last game and hit for plus 1800, like plus 1840, something like that. So this one, odds changed and we dumbed down Aaron Gordon from 6.5 to 6, because I was thinking that though. I'm like, what? Why? Just take, because at that point the 6 was like plus 1200, and I'm like, nah, I want the 18. Like, come on, bro. Why would I do this? I'm sitting here sweating this last rebound. So I said, whether or not he hit this or not, we running this back and he getting 6. So that's what it is. If you want to put the 7 in, can't talk you off. Look at this rebound log. Couldn't talk you off. Next, and that's on FanDuel. Next, Gabe Vincent under 8 points. Max Strus under 6 points. Michael Porter Jr. under 7 rebounds, and Gabe Vincent under 4 assists. This is plus 1,700 on FanDuel. The reasoning behind this is these are the guys that have been struggling the most in the series. These are the guys that minutes are either guaranteed to be small or look like they're going to be shorter or trending shorter. They got the shortest leash. So again, Kyle Lowry, we expect him to get big minutes in the closeout game. Plus, Gabe hasn't been playing well. So if Gabe started the game off mid or bad, Kyle Lowry going to get 30 plus minutes. Same thing with Strus. Strus come out this thing 1 of 4, 1 of 5 again. Duncan Robinson is going to get 30 plus minutes. Max unders. Well, these ain't even max unders, but just them to go under. And Michael Porter Jr., he's pretty much locked in for 23 minutes, 20 to 24 minutes. His rebound line be like 7.5, 8.5 to begin with. So, I don't think he's going to get, he could, because he do be stealing rebounds when he's in there, trying to contribute in other ways as he should. But I don't think Michael Porter, in 24 minutes, Michael Porter Jr. 7 rebounds. So what are he averaging, 12 a game? Nah, I'm good. I will take him not to, I will fade him based on the minutes. And the same thing with Gabe. Gabe barely covering the assist line as is now. So just tack a little bit onto that for insurance. So again, that's Gabe under 8 points, Max Strus under 6 points, Gabe under 4 assists, Michael Porter Jr. under 7 rebounds, plus 1,700 on FanDuel. Next, Aaron Gordon 5 assists, Bruce Brown 2 threes, KCP 2 steals, plus 2,900 on FanDuel. Hit last game if I'm not mistaken. Aaron Gordon assists last 2 games 5 and 6, and I would expect that to stay the same around that area. I actually like his over 3.5 today as a straight bet plus money, but I ain't take it. Again, can't bet everything you like, obviously, but I expect it to stay. Why wouldn't it stay? He just came and dropped 27 on y'all head. I think y'all gonna pay a little more attention to him, and Denver has been good countering. So okay, yeah, y'all want to make Jokic a shooter? Yeah, a shooter. Okay, he gonna drop 40 on y'all. We gonna do what we gotta do. Y'all want to go back to, okay, well, he can have this and this, and it's the same thing. They're gonna have cutters. They're gonna have because the Miami, they're gonna adjust to Aaron Gordon. So Denver is going to anticipate that. So they're going to be like, look, when you're cutting, when you're doing this, and now they're going to send this guy to kind of stop you. Here's a bounce pass right here, or here's a kick out for three right here, or here's another cutter coming right here, something like that. So love his assists, again, 5 and 6 last 2 games. And Bruce Brown, he's, been hitting the 3 every game, pretty much the finals and the playoffs almost. And him hitting 2, he going to shoot him a lot. I think he's trying to make that money. Now, he did what he had to do. He was going to make his money regardless. Plus, he had that 20-point game. Plus, he already had, so he ain't leaving no food on the plate. But that don't mean he ain't going to come out tonight and just still shoot threes, because that's really the only quote-unquote hole in this game. So if he could be like, yeah, I shot 40% from 3 in the finals on such and such attempts, that's going to make the money go up even higher. If he shot 33%, 34% in the finals on such and such attempts, okay, that's decent. We wasn't even getting you for your 3-point shooting anyway. You see what I'm saying? So I don't think he's going to be bashful tonight, and he's going to play 30 minutes. He's pretty much locked in. And then KCP 2 steals, coming off 3 steals. It's not nothing for him to have 2. And he's very active. He's turning into Jimmy Butler, primary defender, when it's not Aaron Gordon. Gonna have a lot of swipe downs. Hopefully they didn't get ruled as blocks. And that's that. And also I wanted to bring that up with Jimmy steals too. We don't know what's a block and what's a steal now. So I'd rather, especially like they call them the swipes, blocks now. I noticed it first series of the season for the playoffs, the Cavs and Knicks. So when Brunson was getting 3 blocks and stuff, I'm like, blocks. So yeah, all the more reason. Hopefully they ain't giving KCP actual blocks. He getting steals, and we'll rock with that, plus 2,900. You could dumb it down and probably still get like plus 1,000 with Bruce Brown to hit 2 threes, KCP 1 steal, Aaron Gordon 4 assists. Probably still like 1,200, something like that. But we on that 2,900. And the last one, that's an official blunt money bet. Joker under 31 points and 12 assists. Michael Porter Jr. under 13 points. Jamal Murray under 27 points. Bam under 5 assists. And Denver team total over 100.5. 1, 2, 3, 4. So that's 5 legs, and that's plus 1,200 on DraftKings. So the reason behind this is I expect a double-digit win, and even if it's not a double-digit win, all these lines can easily hit. Joker can have 27, 10, and 10, and we good on his line, or 30, 10, and 10, and we good on his line. Michael Porter Jr., again, he's going to play no more than 25 minutes. Maybe they'll find a reason to change up what they've been doing the whole series, the last 3 games. I don't know why. So I don't think he could. It's Michael Porter Jr., but I don't think he's going to score more than 10 points, 11 points in those minutes. So I like his under. Jamal Murray, they paying a lot of attention to him. Now, again, they may switch up the game plan and allow him to get loose again and he go for 40 tonight, but I'll take him under 27 points because I think they're going to have to continue to pay a lot of attention to him. That's partially why he's averaging 10 assists this series. So I like the under 27. And again, if it's a blowout, he might not even play the fourth quarter. Love that under, and Bam under 5 assists. Yeah, he might have 5 assists one game this series. Doubt it. So yeah, plus 1,200. And I told you about the team total. They've gone over 101 points every game this series. So love the blunt money bets. A couple personal ones that I, did some blunt money on just because I like the value. Aaron Gordon, 6 assists alone is plus 600. Bruce Brown to score 20 again is plus 900. Put some blunt money on that because, again, he's going to get minutes. And if Duncan's in the game, he's going to be attacking him. And Bruce Brown ain't shy. He could have 4 points. He could have 20. But it's plus 900. After having 20, we'll take it. Gabe Vincent. 15 point. Well, no, those not available. So the night after the game, I played Gabe and Caleb each to have 15. One was like plus 500. One was like plus 450. I think one of them is still plus 450. Could be Gabe. So I couldn't talk you off that. But yeah, those ain't no really use for those. I put those in the night of the game, and I really wasn't. That was just like my gut. I really wasn't even gonna get them out. Right now, it's just all the stuff running through my head that I played and didn't list. That's pretty much it. Oh, Jimmy Butler triple double, but I gave that out yesterday. So yeah, that's it. For me, don't seem like many blunt money bets. Could be a lot, who knows? But gave y'all about 7, and we will have a couple lays on the timeline. Oh, we're waiting on this series to be over. If it's over, we cash out our unit. Series bet minus 145. I told y'all to play that up to 170, 165. But the Nuggets minus 1.5. I got it at minus 140, minus 145. I don't remember, but I think it was 145. Nuggets minus 1.5 games in the series. So if they close it out in 5, we breeze that. Even if they close it out in 6, hey, doing our thing. And Caleb Martin, loved it. Under 15.5 points, or yeah, under 15 or 15.4, who knows. But him, the average under that, I don't even think he's got 15 points yet this series. So, you know, you need 90 points. No, he's going to need like 95 points or something to average 15.5. Bro might have 35 points. So unless we get a 50 ball from Caleb tonight, we cash that. But we'll see how the rest of the series go. Hopefully it's done tonight. But that's partially why I didn't want to go crazy and turn all these to 4-unit bets, because I'm like, look, it's not going to happen. But worst case scenario, I lose all these bets. That's 3.5 units. I'm picking up, 2 units tonight, I feel, personally, regardless. So just leveraging the most I feel like I can lose 1.5 units, and I love these plays, so I feel like I could just tack on to some profit. And the blunt money bets is what they is, man. Cashed out last game, and I'm trying to double up with them things. So I appreciate y'all rocking with me. I knew it was gonna be a long video. I had a lot to say, and I guess that's what happens when I don't make a video every day. Had a lot to say. Have been waiting for some lines. Have been waiting for some data, and it came to me last night. So I put my plays in, and that's what we on. So as always, I appreciate y'all rocking with me. Like the page, sub to the channel, share the video, all that. And y'all know the vibes, man. Shoot, let's get this cash.